Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Ghost and Spirits news video. I always do these news videos whenever there's something newsworthy to post here on this particular playlist or any playlist that I have, such as a case with this fascinating story, something that's almost a throwback to a topic that I talked about almost 7 years ago here on this channel. And in fact, there was a video that I did then about the Kitsune, which was the nine-tailed fox spirit that has gotten a good number of views. So I'll include the link below. That way, if you wanted to see more information on my original video, then you'll be able to use that as a nice preview, and then that way you can follow up on this video here. But the news is this. Apparently, a trapped Kitsune, something that was considered kind of dangerous, almost evil, has been broken free. Apparently, it was trapped within a stone, and then just the other day, it was broken free. The stone cut in half. So how about that? Apparently, there's now a demonic spirit that is wandering the earth, and we're going to be doomed pretty soon. But in fact, you're looking at a representation of the Kitsune and then also of the stone itself here, and it has to do with that too. So let's go ahead and let's talk about that topic involving this demonic spirit, the broken stone, and how all this apparently happened just the other day. So here's essentially what occurred. First off, let's talk about the actual spirit itself. In fact, you're looking at a representation of it here. This was apparently the spirit of a woman named Tamamo-no-Mae. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Tamamo-no-Mae. She was considered a very beautiful woman. But it turns out she was someone that was secretly plotting, and this was way back when, like in the 1100s or so, to kill an emperor by the name of Toba. And so when that happened, that's when she was found obviously guilty of this. And then later people found out that she wasn't a woman. Instead, she was a spirit, almost like a demonic spirit, something that took the form of a Kitsune, or again, that nine-tailed fox spirit. And then the story goes that there was these archers by the name of Mura no Suki and Sazusa no Suki who hunted down this spirit, and they were able to finally trap her. And then when they did so, they mortally wounded her with their arrows, I guess their special arrows, and then they used her spirit. They trapped that spirit within a rock. In fact, you're looking at this rock here before it was broken. This was a rock that's located there in Japan. And in fact, it was a rock that, obviously, as you can see, there's a sign in front of it, and then there's also some jewelry, something else that's surrounding the actual rock itself. That's where it showcases the spirit of this Kitsune, of this demonic spirit of this woman, and she's there within the rock itself. I love that kind of stuff because, you know me, I love the idea of something inanimate still showcasing something, holding something when it comes to real, like something, in other words, that is alive in a sense, and then just basically trapped within it. It's kind of like almost those cursed objects that I mentioned in some of my other past videos, how there's something just there, some entity of sorts within that object, such as the case here with this rock. So who knows how long that rock was there as is. Somewhere along the way, though, that's where a crack started to form. In fact, you're seeing some pictures of it here. You'll see that there was a crack on the top of it. Well, along the years and over the many, many days of, let's say, rain and then other type of thunderstorms, apparently that crack started to grow wider and wider. In fact, it's speculated that that crack only got wider because of the continued rain, and I've seen some other pictures of snow apparently also blanketing that area. So that combination of that water and then the time of just passing by, that eventually caused the crack to have a deeper area and then other rainwater to seep inside. And then lo and behold, its structure was weakened to the point where it just split in two, very dramatically too. I mean, it looks like literally like a bolt of lightning struck down and then split this rock in two. And so people were surprised to find that the rock was now 100% open, split in two. And the story goes, or at least the legend says, that when this stone is ever essentially split open, then obviously this demonic spirit, this Kitsune, this Sessho-seki is another word associated with it. I forgot to mention that too. A term for this stone is known as the killing stone. How about that, right? But when that happens and the stone is split in half, then this entity is released. So why not, right? Why not have, in other words, now a global changing demonic entity that is now released into the world, all because it could not stay within this rock itself. It makes you wonder too, if the legends are true associated with this spirit and whatever its actions were, if it truly caused all this rain to just continue to seep onto it, if it did some kind of, I don't know, influence or some other type of magic power, something that was able to get that rainwater going more and more into those cracks and then finally caused it to just explode violently as is, then it was able to be released. Makes you wonder if that truly happened. But isn't that interesting news? I mean, this is the kind of stuff, again, that I love sharing here. I just saw this again the other day, and who knows, maybe there truly is something out there, otherworldly, that is roaming this particular world now as is, free to do so, and who knows what will happen afterward. But if anybody knows that area there in Japan where this stone was located, maybe even actually got to go see it in person, then please let me know. Another legend associated with this stone is this. The reason why it's located within, let's say, a barrier, if you could even call it that, away from people, and then there's obviously that sign there. I can't understand what it says, but if someone does, then please let me know. It makes me wonder about this legend, how true it is. It says that if you actually touch that stone, that you would die instantly. Obviously, that's a big thing to take into consideration. Like, you'll be actually killed if you touch this stone. Nobody, I wouldn't imagine anybody would want to try to test this theory out. But again, that's why it's found a little bit of ways from anywhere that people could normally touch it, and it probably has that very large warning sign. Who knows if people actually did so in the past, and if anything ever happened to them. But again, it just it's just another legend associated with the spirit. Fascinating stuff. But again, if anybody is there from the local Japan area, in other words, that spot there and you've seen it before, love to hear what your thoughts are. Or if anybody has more information about that actual spirit itself, I might do another story about this, because I never heard of this spirit, this Tamamo-no-Mae, or part of her association with Kitsune, but it could be a good follow-up when it comes to this throwback video that I did 7 years ago. So it could be something else that I could talk about soon, but we'll see. I'll see if I'm able to find more information on it. But I do recommend, again, if you haven't seen my past video, then please do so. That way you'll be able to get a good heads up associated with what we're talking about here. And then that way it'll give you a better idea of what essentially this particular story is about. Fascinating stuff. But again, I'd love to hear what your comments are. All right, everybody. Thanks again as always. Take care.